Hello everybody, my name's John, a retired cook from the northeast of England in the UK, and welcome to my latest video recipe. And in this one I'll show you how to make a beautiful soft, light and rich chocolate sponge cake from a few basic ingredients and a can of condensed milk. It's quick, simple, cheap and absolutely delicious, guys. And to make it even better, I'll show you how to make an easy chocolate ganache to go with it. You can see the ingredients list and full written method for this recipe on the recipe page on the channel's website. And the link to that page and lots more is in the description box under the video. Just find and click on the word more, and that'll give you access to all the relative links for this video, including our website store products. Okay, let's get on with this very easy chocolate cake recipe. Let's start by preheating your oven to 160 degrees Celsius, that's 320 Fahrenheit, or gas mark 3. You'll also need to grease and flour a 900 gram or 2 pound loaf tin. Okay, first job, add the 3 large eggs to a bowl. Next to go in is the vanilla extract. Now using a hand or an electric whisk, beat them until they're light and fluffy. In real time this should take around 90 seconds. Next to go in is the melted butter, and all I did with this is just stick it in the microwave for 30 seconds on full power. Now whisk that in for about 30 seconds. Next is a teaspoon of coffee dissolved in a tablespoon of hot water. This helps bring out and enhance the chocolate flavour in the cocoa. And speaking of coffee, we've been working on something very special, our very own brand and blend of coffee bean. The launch is just around the corner and I'll share more with you very soon. Right, next to go in is the can of sweetened condensed milk. Make sure you scrape it all out of the tin. I don't know the science behind using condensed milk, but it does make a beautiful light soft sponge. Now thoroughly whisk it in. And a very quick mention to the channel's Patreon, PayPal, Super Thanks and YouTube's new membership supporters. I'll do the name splash and shout out a little later in the video. Right, that's all of the wet ingredients. Now you can sift in the flour and the baking powder. Now I'm using plain or all-purpose flour. If you're using self-raising flour, just use 1 teaspoon of baking powder. And that's my baking powder going in. Next to go in is the cocoa powder. Now try to use a good quality rich dark cocoa, like this Dutch processed Belgian one. It's a bit more expensive, but it lasts ages, and there's no cheap substitute for quality. Now add that to the sieve. Now if you're using unsalted butter in the recipe, you need to add a 1/4 teaspoon of salt too. Now I'll give that a quick mix and gently tap it through the sieve. And while I'm doing that, why not join our monthly newsletter and keep up to date with everything that's happening on the channel. Plus you'll receive exclusive discount codes and special offers for our online shop every month. And if there's any lumps left in the sieve, just push them through with your fingers. Once your flour's in the bowl, gently fold it in with a spatula. Just take your time with this. The last thing you want to do is to knock out all of that valuable air that we beat in with the machine. And we're getting very close to that 1 million subscribers, guys, so if you haven't already, please hit that subscribe button. Just keep folding and turning the bowl as you go. Now scrape the butter into the loaf tin. And once again, don't worry if there's any small lumps of flour still in the batter. That's quite normal. They'll completely disappear during the baking process. And make sure you get it all out of the bowl. Now give the tin a few light taps on the bench to lift any of the larger air bubbles. And now you can get it into the preheated oven, which you should have set to 160 Celsius, that's 320 Fahrenheit, or gas mark 3. Now set your timer for 45 minutes. And if you've been enjoying the recipes here on the channel, why not treat yourself to my 5 recipe books. Each one is packed with many of the dishes you've seen on YouTube, and they include helpful tips and handy QR codes that take you straight to the full video. And we have a very special deal on at the moment. Buy our 5-pack of books on our website only, and the bread book 4 is included absolutely free, saving you a massive £11. So get your order in while the deal lasts. As a little extra in this video, I'll show you how to make an easy and delicious chocolate ganache. First, get yourself 180 gram bar of plain or dark chocolate and chop it into small pieces. Now get your double cream into a saucepan on a very low heat. Now gradually bring up the temperature of the cream until it's gently simmering. Once there, pour it straight onto your chocolate in the bowl. Now let that sit undisturbed and melt the chocolate for about 3 minutes. Once the time's up, using your spatula, gently fold it all together. Now you should end up with a beautifully smooth and glossy ganache. And you can make it even shinier by adding an ounce of softened butter. Now cover the bowl with cling film or plastic wrap, biodegradable in my case. Now let that chill down in the fridge for about an hour. Right, once the time's up on the cake, use a cocktail or a kebab stick to test if it's done. But as you can see, mine is still a little wet in the middle. So I need to get it back in for a further 5 minutes. You often find that the same size cakes can take a few minutes longer or shorter than others. It's more than likely due to the size of the eggs. Sometimes you get small large eggs and sometimes you get large eggs. Right, that 5 minutes are up, and this time the stick comes out clean. So out it comes, and it's looking and smelling fantastic. Now get the tin onto a wire rack and let it cool down for about 10 minutes before attempting to get the cake out of the tin. It's way too soft, hot and delicate to do anything with at the moment, so you've got to be patient. Okay, it's been 10 minutes, and if you can see, it's starting to shrink away from the sides, so it's ready to come out. Now it is still quite hot. Don't let my asbestos hands deceive you. You should still wear your gloves if you're not sure. Okay, let that completely cool on the rack, and when I come back, I'll give you a couple of ideas on how to serve this delicious cake. Okay, time to try a piece. First, I'll cut the end piece off to straighten up the end of the cake. Don't worry, this won't be wasted. And this cake is so soft and light, especially when it's fresh from the oven. Now you can serve this cake just on its own with a nice cup of tea or coffee, but it is so versatile. For example, I'm going to spread some of that thick, rich chocolate ganache over this slice. You could slice the cake across the middle and use this filling to turn it into an oblong sandwich cake, which I often do. Right, I'll just cut a finger off this slice. And that looks so delicious. And the chocolate flavour of this cake is so good, but with that ganache it makes it even better. Another way you can serve it is with lots of fresh cream. And in the winter months our customers love this cake with hot vanilla custard poured over it. And honestly guys, that is unbelievably good. And here's another great idea. Serve a slice of this cake with ganache and a fruit of your choice. This is out of this world, served with plain vanilla ice cream. Well, I hope you all give this simple but delicious condensed milk chocolate cake a try. I promise it'll go straight onto your keeper list. Another big thumbs up, guys. And as promised earlier in the video, here is the latest name splash and shout out list, including YouTube's brand new loyalty membership supporters. And they are Paul Dancy, RBSB Brothers, Jens K3250 and Carol Harvey 8631. Thanks very much guys, I really do appreciate all that you do in supporting the channel. Well, thank you again for watching. Please like, share, comment and subscribe by hitting the circle above. If you do subscribe, activate the bell icon next to the subscribe button on my channel page. And by doing that, you'll be automatically notified every time I upload a new video. And in the meantime, here's a few of my other videos and playlists that you may want to watch. So until the next time, be safe in your kitchen and bye for now.